the ISUPK, straight out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. It's heating up the Midwest like the first day of June. Friday, June 16th, downtown Chicago, Illinois, on State and Washington. We're blazing the camp from 1 p.m. until June 17th, the ISUPK Midwest Barbecue for blacks, Hispanics, and natives only. We'll be there Saturday at 2 p.m. at Rainbow Beach Park. The ISUPK lecture Sunday, June 18th at the Gibbs Morrison Culture Center, 1823 Church Street, Evanston, Illinois, 3 through 6 p.m. Barbecue, lecture, Commander General Yahanna, and all the heavy hitters will be in the building. It's the fire weekend.
Shalom Israel, we are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York under Commander General YAHANNA. And we are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group in the planet, you understand? And we are located here at 5261 Delmar Boulevard, Suite A, St. Louis, Missouri, 63108. Alright, and the number to call in and listen live, question or comment, you could dial 712-775-7035, access code 744252. All right. Now, before we get started, do we have any questions? Do we have any questions before we get started? All right, no sweat. We're gonna go ahead and jump to the topic, okay? Which this is part 2 of Soulmate and the Christian church Voodoo that keeps the black woman single. Okay? It keeps our sisters, our mothers, our aunts, and our cousins, you understand, nieces and grandmothers, and all of that, man. Keep them single. You understand? We're gonna turn around and shake that Christianity, that damn voodoo off of your brain. You know what I'm saying? Because nowhere in the Bible does it say that you cannot have a man. Nowhere in the Bible does it say, you know, if you're having sex with a man, you understand me, that is yours and belongs to you, that is unlawful, that is a sin. You know, the Christian church, they make everything a damn sin except for sin, man. You understand? They would turn around and take a couple that have been together 20, 30 years and make them break up all because they don't have a marriage certificate. You know, it's a lot of things, man, when it comes to Christianity. I mean, because that religion is, man, it is white supremacy, number one. Okay, it is the worship of Satan. All right, it has absolutely nothing to do with the Lord. It has nothing to do with God. You know, but it has everything to do with Satanism, man. I mean, because that's clearly who you serving in the Christian church. When you think about it, when you start comparing everything that the church is teaching to our people, you understand, versus what's actually in the book, you're going to find out that that stuff that they are telling you has nothing to do with the Bible. It has nothing to do with Christ. It has nothing to do with God. You understand? And how to keep a relationship or be married or, you know, keep a man and all of those things. Guess what? Christianity does not have the answer for you either. The Christian church, your Christian preachers, and these female evangelists and all of them, you know, whatever they want to call themselves, you know, they don't have the answer either, man. You understand? None of those people have the answer. Okay, the answer is not in the Christian church, it's in the ISUPK. All right, and you gotta come and you gotta get the answer. You understand? The only way that our people, our sisters are going to learn to successfully, number one, choose a man, okay, because she doesn't even know which man to choose. Then second, okay, she doesn't even know how to keep one, all right? And we're going to show you again on this documentary, and the only reason that we're using this, you understand, is because, see, a lot of our people, okay, they take different things such as these documentaries, Oprah and Michelle Obama, you know, Serena and Venus Williams, and, you know, even Medea. They'll listen to all of those women, you understand, on how to get you a man, how to keep you a man, but don't understand that those people are not telling them anything that's, number one, true, and it's going to make sure that they get a decent man, a good man, okay, a righteous man, and then turn around and keep that man forever, like what it's supposed to be, okay. And then when we left off with, and this part is going to be good, man, because we got one of those Christian single ministers, okay. It's a woman, all right, and this is her part. She's going to come in on this second part right here, and hopefully we have enough time to where we can find out like what she's doing now, where she actually stands towards the end of this documentary. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's get started.
I met with Michelle McKinney-Hammond, New York Times best-selling author of over 25 books, talk show host, and perhaps the most recognized face in the single Christian advice industry. I asked her to weigh in on the complicated matter of sex and the single Christian. Michelle is 48, has never been married, and has no children.
I think that a lot of women spend a lot of time feeling guilty. And I think that anytime we fight against who we are and how we were made and our needs, that it's like quicksand. The more you fight, the deeper in you go. And so some of the things you have to do is just have a made-up mind. Understand and recognize that your desires are normal, they're God-given desires, but also decide that you're to have desires and your desires are not to have you.
Okay, now let me stop it right there. That is some of the most dumbest garbage, man, that I've ever heard in my life. Okay, the stuff that they tell you doesn't even make sense, man. And then what's more important is that stuff is not even in the Bible. Okay, now here you got this Christian woman, okay, talking about you have desires, but you're to have your desires and your desires are not to have you. Like, what the hell does that mean? Having sex with your husband or your wife is not damn smoking crack. You understand? What the hell is this woman talking about, man? You're to have a desire, but it's not to have you. When you are married, you understand, you can turn around and have sex with that woman or that man as much as the hell you want. You understand? I mean, that is ridiculous, man. And this is what the Christian church is teaching our women, man. And this is what has them lost and makes them whores. You understand? It's because this is the kind of garbage that they listening to. Okay? Instead of coming to the I.S.U.P.K to get their advice, all right, and get their counsel, man. You understand? Give me 1 Timothy 4, 1 through 3 out.
Okay.
We're gonna show you what's up with these Christians. Matter of fact, while you getting there, I'm gonna go a little longer, go a little more. Okay?
I didn't grow up in a Christian home, so I wasn't quite sure how it was supposed to go. So I started reading my Bible and just learning how God wanted us to live. We must present our bodies as a living sacrifice.
Okay, now, pay attention to what she just said. She said, I grew up in a Christian home, but still did not know how this thing was really supposed to go. She was talking about a relationship, you understand, marriage. Okay, and this is what not only our women are faced with this every single day of their life, but our brothers as well. You understand? We know that we turn around and we see the opposite sex and we like them, and of course, sex comes to your mind, you understand, because hell, it's all over TV and every damn thing else. You understand? Hell, you see somebody that's attractive to you, you understand, and you start getting to know that person, that's gonna come anyway, okay? But you got these people being raised in Christian homes and don't even know what marriage is. Don't know that sex is marriage according to the Lord, okay? And then now she's going and she's completely oblivious to anything concerning the Bible, God, marriage, how it's supposed to go, and now she's searching the Bible for herself, okay? And the scripture that she pulled is this one right here, Romans 12:1. It says, I beseech ye, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. Okay, now, Christians all the time pull scriptures pertaining to nothing that they be talking about. This scripture has absolutely nothing to do with marriage. You understand? You turn around and presenting your body as a living sacrifice simply means that you turn around and you sacrifice eating pork. You understand? And you don't eat it. You sacrifice eating shrimp, crab, lobster, and catfish. You understand? You sacrifice being a whore, stripping on a pole, being a whoremonger. You understand me? Treating the black woman like a whore. You present your body as a living sacrifice, meaning that you're gonna not do, you understand me, what the world does. You're gonna turn around and you're gonna keep all of God's laws. So one of God's laws is to not be a whore, or a whoremonger, or a homosexual, or a lesbian. You understand? Now the Christian church would love to sit here and say, when it comes to a man, you're not supposed to have sex. You're supposed to present your body as a living sacrifice and holy. But then when it comes to being homosexual, all of a sudden now God loves you. You see what I'm saying? And can you see and understand the hypocrisy in the Christian church? They are simply hypocrites, okay? And they are liars, all right? And this is what our people, they should not be following. They should not be in no Christian religion, man. You understand? None of our people should be in the Christian church, okay? Because this is what it makes you, man, completely stupid, all right? You got that scripture for me, out? Read 1 through 3 for me.
Yeah. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1 through 3. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith.
Okay, keep going.
Giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
Okay, seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, man. Those Christian preachers and the Christian evangelists and Christian members and all those are seducing spirits, man, and doctrines of devils, okay? Because guess what? All of those people are lying, all right? Every single last one of these people on this documentary is lying about what the Lord said, God did, and all of this, and how the Lord felt about me, and what he said to me and spoke to me, and all of that is garbage, man, all right? Keep going, up.
Verse 2. Speaking lies and hypocrisy. Speaking lies and hypocrisy. Hypocrisy.
No sweat.
Having their conscience seared with a hot iron.
Conscience seared with a hot
iron. Conscience seared with a hot iron.
Okay, keep going.
Verse 3. Forbidding to marry.
Doing what? Doing what?
Forbidding to marry.
Doing what?
Forbidding to marry.
Doing what?
Forbidding to marry.
Man, Christian preachers.
Forbidding to marry.
Christian preachers forbid you to get married, man. You understand? They are telling their members that you can don't get married to a man or a woman. This is what this whole documentary is about. Okay, it's about these women claiming that the Lord wants them to be single. They want to be married. Okay, they want men. They want to have a husband and have children and all that other good stuff. Okay, and there's simply nothing wrong. But nowhere in the Bible does it say that it's a sin to want to do something. Okay, and that's what these Christian preachers are all about, man. They are forbidding our people to turn around and get married, but then they'll tell you to follow the so-called white man and do like what Obama passed that law and go and marry you another man if you are a man. Go and marry you another woman if you are a woman. You understand? And that's disgusting as hell, and that is a sin. Okay, and that's a sin according to the Lord. All right, but let's keep going. Let's keep going back to the documentary.
And then Jesus said before he ascended to heaven that if you love me, you will keep my commandments.
Okay, now here's another one. This is in John 14 and 15. It says that if ye love me, keep my commandments. We all know that no Christian preacher, member, evangelist, deacon, bishop, nobody in the Christian church keeps God's law, statutes, and commandments, man. You understand? So why in the hell are they pulling this scripture, you understand, to claim that they love the Lord by them not being married to a man? You see what I'm saying? Can you see the damn Christian voodoo? You understand? The magic and the damn mysticism that is on the mind of these people. You see what I'm saying? She is so goddamn destroyed and so lost. Okay, she has absolutely no clue as to what that scripture even means that she just pulled. You understand? She turned around and will break all of God's laws, but then claim, well, I'm living holy, I'm living right according to the Lord because I don't have a man. You see what I'm saying? And this is disgusting, man. And this is the type of voodoo that is on our people, man. This is the stuff that is making whores out of our daughters. You understand? Out of our mothers, man. You understand? It's time for us to get our people out of that Christian church, man. You understand? It's time for them to get out of Christianity and get into the I.S.U.P.K. Okay, so they can be free from this mess, man. So they can be free from this filth. Okay? But let's keep going.
My mind at times wants to wander. And you know, it all begins with a thought. And then we act on our thoughts in our minds and then try to live it out in our lives. And what I really had to do, to be honest with you, is to just turn that thought life over to God.
Okay, here's another scripture that they put. Okay, this old witch right here. In this 2 Corinthians 10 and 5, it's half of it. It says, casting down, and I'm going to read the whole thing. 2 Corinthians 10 and 5, it says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Okay, now this ain't talking about being married. You understand? This is talking about, in this context, this is talking about this spiritual warfare. Okay, and the obedience of Christ is to follow God's laws. Okay, so these women that are single and want to be married, if they were actually in the truth, they would know that they could have them a husband if they want to. You understand? I mean, you're being a fool. As a matter of fact, give me 1 Corinthians 7 and 9. I mean, they're being fools, man, thinking that they're doing something so right and so righteous for the Lord, when you're sitting there, you're denying yourself something that you can have. It's not unlawful for you to have a husband. You understand? It is not unlawful for a black woman to have a husband and be with that man for the rest of her life. But according to the Christian church and according to this witch right here, you understand? They sit there trying to make single life be such a blessing. Oh, it's so hard when my mind would want to wander. You know, that's where it starts at. It's a thought. If you have the thought to turn around and be with a man, guess what? You can. Okay? You can. Read that out.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 9. But if they cannot contain, let them marry.
Let them what?
Let them marry.
No, stay single.
Let them marry.
No, she better not get no man.
Let them marry.
Let them marry, man. This is in the Bible. This is in the Bible, man. So what's wrong with these people that go to church every goddamn Sunday and claim to be serving the Lord when they sitting here saying they don't want a man, that I want one, but then I'm trying to do this for God and this and that and this and that. But then all along, the Bible's saying if you cannot contain, if you want to be married, what does it say again? Read it again, Art. Read the scripture again, Art. Okay, no sweat. Maybe the brother got knocked off. All right, but this is 1 Corinthians 7 and 9. It says, but if they cannot contain, let them marry. For it is better to marry than to burn. Okay, it's better to marry, have you a husband if you want one, than to sit there and burn with that desire, you understand, and turn around and eventually possibly commit a sin, like what the Christian black women do all the time. Is they'll sit there, want to be with a man, find somebody they're interested in, like them, start dating them, what they call, and stuff like that, and then after so long, they'll sleep with the man, then after they sleep with him, they say, oh, I can't do this no more, you made me sin, or I can't do this again. You knocked me off my square, and I'm trying to serve God, and here you come wanting some booty and all that kind of stuff, man. And then they turn around and so-called repent, and then they go back to the church, and then they shout, sing songs. I mean, everybody knows how this goes. You understand? The Christian church is a damn whorehouse. Okay? Instead of these women knowing these scriptures and getting them a man and having them one if they want, they'd rather sit and play whore all year round. You understand? All to satisfy the old nasty ass preacher. Okay? But let's keep going on these scriptures, on the document. All right?
Salaki.
Go ahead, Doc.
Salaki, that was my phone. You can hear me now?
Con, I can hear you. No sweat. Phone on me. We're about to go back to the document.
Okay.
All right, no sweat.
Okay.
I have a certain makeup and I have certain desires, and there's that time of the month where certain things go wild.
We have a physiological cycle that we must accept. But we have to keep putting that back on the altar. We've got to keep giving that thing back to God. I mean, that's the problem with a living sacrifice. It keeps crawling off the altar.
Did you hear that? You understand? A physiological thing is where it's like it relates to your body and the organisms and its functions. You understand? Your body has a function. If it wants to have sex, that's nothing wrong with that. You understand? That's a natural thing. Okay? And she's talking about that living sacrifice will keep coming back out. You got to keep giving it to the altar. You understand? When that goes against the scripture, man, it says that if you cannot contain, what are you taking to the altar, man? You understand? You find a decent brother in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand me? And then after you get to know him, you take that 6 months, and then you take another 6 months, and after that, you take them goddamn feelings to the bedroom and you go get married. You understand? And then you learn to be with that man for the rest of your life. That's what you do. Don't take nothing to no damn altar. Sitting there telling the preacher what your problem is. You understand? Taking your problems to Facebook, telling everybody what you feeling like and how horny, how hot you are. You understand? That's ridiculous as hell, man. You understand? Get you a damn man. We don't saying just get you any man and just sleep with or marry anybody. You understand? Know that the next person that you do sleep with is going to be your husband. Okay? So we don't encourage our women to just marry anybody. Alright? But you want to turn around and you want to learn how to pick you a righteous brother. Okay? You're going to find plenty of those in the I.S.U.P.K. Alright? Now let's keep going.
I went through a series of interviews with special friends to ask them, did God really mean for me to live celibate now that I'm 52? I mean, I knew that he meant it at 36, but 52? I mean, what if I never get married? Don't you think it would be okay with God if I had a friend? And every now and then, that friend satisfied my sexual needs. I don't think God would mind that, do you? Because I've been faithful to God and I have done everything God, or almost everything God wants me to do. So, and some of my friends said, yes, and they go ahead. But I knew that I did not want to lose, first of all, my relationship with God, but secondly, my anointing.
Okay, let me stop there with this switch right here is nuts, man. Okay, first off, you ain't got no personal relationship with God, man. You understand? You ain't gonna find that in the Bible nowhere. Okay, you're not gonna find personal and relationship with God in the Bible nowhere. Okay, second, she is not even supposed to be preaching. She is the head of her congregation. Okay, she is the head of her Christian church. All right, and she is not supposed to be the head of no Christian church. And like she was sitting there saying, well, she's doing interviews, she's trying to act normal. That's really what she's trying to do. Okay, well, this lady is a full-blown witch. You understand? The Christian church is a damn whorehouse, man. You can see lesbian dripping all over this lady. First of all, you understand? Then second, she's talking about she having people interview her and check with her to see, why don't you have a man? Why don't you get somebody? Do what God say, I can have a friend and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But I don't want to lose my relationship and my anointing. You understand? You ain't supposed to be up anointing yourself as no damn minister, no preacher. Do you understand? And that's in the Bible, man. That the woman is not to teach nor to usurp authority over the men. But she's doing it. And that's that Christian voodoo. Okay? And this is what keeps our sisters going back to their Christian church for more, trying to get power and authority and things, something that the Lord never gave them, man. You understand? You have a role to play in this truth, no doubt. You understand? We need our sisters as well. But guess what? It ain't finna be like this, standing out up front, preaching and doing all of that garbage, man, in the Christian church. Okay? That's voodoo. Alright? And this stuff that this woman is talking about is voodoo. Okay? Let's keep going.
I need the power to do what God has called me to do. And so that is just an area that I cannot compromise.
I had no idea what an effect it would have on my spiritual life. That men would really become discouraged by that and try to make deals with me and try to talk me out of it and try to say, well, I know many Christian women and they go to church and they worship God, and some of the best sex I've ever had were with women who said they were saved.
Okay, now everybody know that old saying. Okay, when you want to find a freaky girl, go to church. And look at what the woman is saying. You know, she claims, and hopefully she's being honest, you know, because it would be a good thing if she is. You know, she claims to be 45 and never had sex. Nothing wrong with that. You understand? She claims to be waiting on the right man, and it will be fine. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, but she's saying that the guys that she's met have been propositioning her, telling her, oh, plenty of Christian women I know that love God and worship God, go to church. You understand? Have had sex. You understand me? All while they claim to love the Lord. You understand? With several different men. Okay? And this is the problem with Christianity. Okay? Because they'll do that. They'll do that kind of stuff. They'll turn around and sleep with you all week long, but they'll turn around, but let them know that sex is marriage. They're gonna tell you that you're crazy. They're gonna say you gotta have a certificate. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, this is that voodoo, man. Okay, and this is what's going on in the church. This is what our sisters are being taught. Okay, it's how to be whores in their church. All right, and don't miss the lecture coming up right here in this school, right here in St. Louis, Missouri, man, June 3rd. The Christian church is the house of whores and homosexuals, man. Go to ISUPK.com and find out all the details, man, and make sure you're here in the building so we can get our people up out of that Christian church. All right? But let's keep going.
There was a young lady used to go to this church, and she stopped going here. She said, I can't go to church anymore. She says, I'm tired of coming in and feeling guilty all the time. So her point was, I'm not going to feel guilty about what I'm doing in my own sex life. And she left. When I make a conscious decision that I'm not going to do it God's way, I choice, because I choose I'm not going to do it God's way. Celibacy, that's fine for you, girl. It ain't happening with me. I ain't feeling that at all. I'm out of here. I make a choice. I have now made a choice to walk away from God.
Okay, now you hear this homosexual preacher, man, is telling this woman that just because she wants to have sex, she don't want to give up her sex life. You know, and he throws being celibate in her face, you understand? And he gonna tell her that if she does not, you understand me, be celibate, then she's walking away from God. Okay, so this person, he's telling this story about someone that left his church, and that's what she should have did. You understand? Was leave this homosexual's damn church. Okay, because nowhere in the Bible, we just read the scripture that said if you want to marry, okay, sex is marriage in the Bible. So you have sex with someone, you understand me, of the opposite sex. When you're talking about no damn homosexual sex, then yes, you are married. You understand? You just married that person. And there's nothing wrong with it, man. But this is what you got these preachers teaching our people, man. You understand? And the Lord is not with no Christian preacher, man. You understand? Those men are not men of God, man. They serve Satan. Okay, they are whores for the white man, and they know it, and everybody else knows it.
That's right.
Okay, because the stuff that they're teaching is not even in the Bible, man. But let's keep going.
I spoke to Valerie Clayton and her husband, Dr. Jerome Clayton, authors of Victory in Singleness,
Okay, here's another hustle, man. The Christian church is always hustling the people, man. Writing books and doing this and doing that, all this kind of stuff they selling. You understand? Well, guess what? All you need is the Bible, man. I ain't got singleness, victory in singleness, man. Okay? Victory in singleness. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being single if you actually want to. Okay? But the point of this documentary was women that are single that don't want to be. Okay? That's the whole point of this documentary. Is about women that are successful black women, okay? Successful Christian black women, beautiful, gorgeous black women, okay? But cannot seem to find the right man, okay? But let's keep going.
Strategy for emotional peace. Jerome had been celibate for 7 years before marrying Valerie, who had been celibate for 14 years. How is this possible, you ask?
The first thing is, it started with a decision. First I heard the word of God, I decided it was true. Then I made the decision that it was going to be true for me, and that God was going to meet me at every point to help me stand, and He did.
I had to have men in my life that I gave them permission to ask very specific and detailed questions. Was I at her house too long? What time did you get home? Did you kiss? How far did you go? I had to give other men permission to get up in my business so that I can stay pure. So I had dating rules. For instance, when I dated Valerie, we couldn't kiss a certain way, because if that was her hot spot and my hot spot, then where is it going to take us? I had to leave her house by 12 o'clock. You've got to have the structure.
Okay, now this guy has effeminate oozing up off of him too, man. You understand? First off, I don't need no man in my business. You understand? To know who I'm sleeping with. You understand? That's none of your business. It's nobody's business, man, who you sleeping with. The only concern of mine is that my brothers and my sisters know, okay, what's actually in the Bible, which is sex is marriage. All right? Once you have sex, you understand, you know that that's your wife. You can't get rid of her unless you cheat. And then you have sex with that man, you know that that's your husband, and you ain't got no reason to leave that man. You understand? That's my only concern. I ain't giving a damn about your business and worrying about what time you made it home and who all. If you in the I.S.U.P.K. and you keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, you gonna, what the scriptures say, when you know better, you do better. You understand? You're gonna learn better in here.
That's right.
Okay? You're gonna learn better in the I.S.U.P.K. Okay? So that you will learn to make better decisions in your life, in your everyday life, in every damn thing. And you ain't got to have nobody all up in your business. That's what this brotherhood is for, man. You understand? That's what this truth is for. You're supposed to be learning how to conduct yourself. Okay? But like what that lady said, she said she grew up in a Christian household and had no clue what a marriage was. You see what I'm saying? And that's the problem with the Christian church. They're not teaching the people properly. Okay? But like I said, you come into this school, then you're going to get taught properly. And you ain't have to worry about no magic, okay, and no voodoo. All right, but let's keep going.
7 years of celibacy, and I have to say that I did have a degree of pride. I thought I had done it, and because I hadn't really fallen in love. But I met my match at year 7. I mean, he was everything I ever dreamed of. I mean, he was totally my flavor. And so I remember I was driving down the freeway going to his house. I said, Lord, I have stood for 7 years and you haven't got me a husband yet. I like this one. And I said, I'm doing it my way. Okay, I get to this brother's house. And we start getting serious and everything and rolling around. We were actually in the bed. I don't know what happened, but he jumped straight out and he just ran to the bathroom. I'm like, what is going on? And then he's like, okay, you got to get dressed and go. Okay, so I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting. Well, it turned out that the Lord spoke to him and told him, do not touch her. Spoke to him. Now, he never heard the Lord ever before, but he heard him that day, and he jumped up. He said he just knew something horrible was going to happen to him. And so I know it wasn't me. It wasn't me who was able to stand for 14 years.
Okay, here we go again, man. Okay, this is some more voodoo, some more magic. Okay, some more damn sorcery. All right. Now this man, one second, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. We got the situation outside don't pertain to us, okay? But we got this black woman claiming that her and her man, she was ready to go. She said she gonna do it her way, right? And see, here's the problem. Like, if she would have known that sex was marriage, and if Mr. Voodoo would have known that sex was marriage, it wouldn't have been no problem. You understand? It would have been absolutely no problem for them to have gotten married. They knew each other. They took their time. You understand? They got to know each other. She knew she liked him. He knew he liked her and wanted each other. You understand? Now, here's where the magic comes in. Okay, now this man, this is where he was effeminate all over him. This man is in the bed with a gorgeous woman, knowing he wanted her, been courting her for a long time, or dating, whatever they want to call it. Okay, and then jumps up out of the bed, scared of that thing, and claimed that the Lord told him not to touch her. You understand? Come on, man. This is voodoo. Okay, this is magic, man. The Lord ain't told you nothing like that. That was Satan, man. You understand? That was either Satan or you scared of that thing. Okay? He probably knew that she been waiting 7 years and she was about to tear his butt up and he wasn't ready. You understand? That's about what his problem was. Okay, but this is the kind of stuff, man, that is garbage. She claimed the Lord spoke to him. That was the first time the Lord ever spoke to him and said not to touch her and all that. Give me John 8:47. Like I said, all of this stuff that you're hearing these Christians claim is nothing but magic, man. It's nothing but voodoo. Okay? This stuff is not even in the Bible. Alright? You got the scripture out?
Okay.
Alright, go ahead and read.
John chapter 8, verse 47. He that is of God hears God's word.
He what?
He that is of God hears God's word.
Hear God's voice?
God's word.
His words, man. That's the voice of the Lord. You understand? The Lord ain't just, while you about to get busy with your woman, he don't touch her. You understand? Come on, man. That's stuff that you see on movies, man. You understand? That is garbage that you see on the movies, man. If you know this word, if you was of God, you would hear this word, man. And in this words, in more than one spot, that if you want to marry, you can. You understand? Keep reading.
Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of God.
Guess what, man? These Christians on this documentary, these Christians in these churches are simply not of God, man. This is what the Bible said, man. You understand? Read that again. For the people, man, so where this brother jumped up out the bed with this gorgeous black woman, scared to marry her. You understand? I'm talking all week, talking about you got to leave the house at a certain time and this and that. All that old made up garbage, man. They just turn around and selling their book. That's all they doing, man. You understand? That's all they doing is selling their book. Okay? Read it again.
John chapter 8, verse 47. He that is of God hears God's word. Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of God.
Okay, these Christian members, man, they're not of God. You understand? But we hear these words in the I.S.U.P.K. Okay? These men in here and the sisters have decided on change in their life. You understand? And we done heard the word of God. And everything in this Bible is absolutely true. And we follow it. You understand? Not nobody's book called Victory in Singleness. You understand? It's more Christian mumbo jumbo to turn around and make some money off of. Alright? But let's keep going, man.
I invited Pastor Donald Bell, a former singles minister, now senior pastor of his own church, to moderate a fireside chat with the ladies and to bring the male perspective. What do you...
Okay, now here we go with this, another preacher, another homosexual Christian preacher, man. All right, it's Pastor Donald Bell. And he finna sit down with these ladies, man, talk to them. Okay, let's find out what we're gonna find out from him, if we can get anything, okay?
Say to the woman who, in her late 30s, early 40s, has been walking with God, believes in and trusts Him, and opens up her Bible and sees two are better than one, and be fruitful and multiply.
The first thing I would say is don't start with where you are, start with where the Bible starts. And where the Bible starts in both John and in Genesis is, in the beginning was God, in the beginning was the Word. If you don't start with God, you won't end with the truth. What a sovereign God is all about is, I have a plan, I have destiny for you, and it's in your best interest to follow that plan and destiny, because my plans are not to harm you, they're to prosper you.
Okay, what did any of that mean, man? You know what I'm saying? What in the hell do these preachers be talking about? These women, like she said, are in their 30s and their 40s. And they want to know why I can't get a man. I need a man. I want to have a man and wife. I want to get married, this and that. And you talking about don't start with a Bible. What the heck, man? I don't even know what this fool just said, man. Do you understand? The garbage he just said, it damn near confused the hell out of me. You understand? And I know that they members are confused every single damn Sunday listening to this garbage, man. Every single goddamn Sunday, they're listening to the same mumbo jumbo. Okay? And these homosexuals love keeping our sisters single, man. They love that, because guess what? They know that them single sisters is going to put that money in the bucket. You understand? They're going to sing them songs every damn Sunday, and you're going to put that paper in the bucket. That's what it's all about. Like you said, you're going to prosper you. You understand? This ain't that junkie talking about ain't got nothing to do with you actually being married if you want to. Okay? And sisters, if you want to find you a husband and learn how to be a wife, that's the #1 problem that black women have. Okay? Is having a good man in their life. 2, them knowing their role. Okay? Nobody ever sits and takes the time to explain to the black woman what her role is, except for the men in the I.S.U.P.K. Because that right there is going to determine whether you be able to keep a man or not. Is you knowing your role and you effectively doing it. You understand? Then once you got that down pat, then we turn around and we teach you how to get you a man. You understand? And a righteous man, what type of man to pick. Okay, but you gotta know your role first. Okay? And nobody's taking the time out to tell any of these Christian preachers. This pastor is not taking the time out to tell these sisters nothing that's going to help change their situation. Our sisters are dying miserably, man. You understand me? Old as hell, no kids, no grandkids, no man, no none of that. All because of these Christian preachers, man. You understand? It's time to get out there, the whorehouse that you call a church, all right, and get into the I.S.U.P.K. Okay, but let's keep going.
That's right.
Sometimes the truth hurts, sometimes the truth we have to face is painful. And so tonight, Lord, we look to talk truthfully about some things that might be painful.
Here they go with the more line prayers, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
I don't want to do certain things by myself anymore. I want somebody I can just hang out with. I want my best friend as my prayer partner and my running mate, the person I'm planning my life with, the person I want to buy a house with.
The man was supposed to buy me the house. You know, first I had held out for the jewelry, and he didn't show up to buy that, so I bought that, you know, and the coat, you know, and all the other little trinkets. So the last thing was the house. And all of a sudden I realized, wait a minute, I'm getting older, and I don't know when he's going to show up. And I was all excited about it. And the day after I bought it, I just kind of fell apart. A light came on one day and it was like, why is it about what somebody else can do for you? How about having something to offer? Okay,
now you see the single minister, she's starting to turn around a little bit. You understand? We're going to see just how far this thing turns by the time this is over with. Okay? Now, and this is another problem with Christianity too, is that Christianity teaches all of what the man is supposed to do for the woman. But the man is supposed to do this for the woman. Like she said, the man is supposed to buy me the jewelry. The man is supposed to buy me a house. The man is supposed to do this, supposed to do this. And this is the voodoo that we're talking about. You understand? This is the damn magic and the sorcery of Christianity, man, that is on the brains of our sisters. You understand? But she's starting to snap out just a little bit. Okay? Because she said, instead of worrying about what a man is going to do for me, how about me having something to offer that man? Okay? And that's a problem right now with black women, is that they the only worth that they feel like that they have and anything to offer a man is that sex. Okay? They don't give a man no reverence. They don't show him no respect. They don't know how to talk to the man. They don't know how to treat him in their day-to-day lives. The only thing that she knows she's coming to the table with is some hot box and a big butt. You understand? And she thinks that that's all the man actually wants. You understand? But that's not true. We want that too. You understand? Let's not turn around and do away with that. We want that as well. But a man wants to be reverenced. You understand? He wants to feel like the man. You understand? He wants to know that when he come home, he's like king of his castle. You understand? And here he is coming in to his queen. And, you know, like on what was it, Coming to America? Okay? How the woman turned around and told Eddie Murphy, every question, whatever you like. You understand? What I like to eat, whatever you like to eat. You understand? What kind of music you like, whatever you like. Okay? Hop on one leg. She got the hopping. You understand? Bark like a dog. She got the barking. This woman did everything that this man said. Okay? And that's what a man wants. Okay? Now, we don't want you barking like a dog. You understand what I'm saying? All out in public. You understand? But guess what? We want you to follow orders, black woman. You understand? We want you to turn around and do what we say. Okay? Because that's your role. That's part of your role. That's in the Bible. For you to turn around and do everything that your man tell you to do. Okay? And this part of the documentary, loneliness, guess what? You will not be lonely if you learn how to do that. If you start listening to these prophets in the I.S.U.P.K, you will not be lonely. Alright? So let's keep watching.
I feel like I've come, like my singleness has run its course, but that's not for me to say. It's up to God's timing. I don't want to come home to an empty house. I don't want to get a dog to replace a relationship.
I was telling a male friend, I'm going to get a dog. And he said, why? And I said, because I want somebody to be happy to see me when I get home.
I know that
Okay, and this is another problem that the black woman has. You turn around, you're trying to get things to soothe that feeling that you want to get a dog, then you turn around and get a dildo and a vibrator and all this other stuff. Instead of that, you understand, there is no sin in you wanting to get a man. Okay? And this is the problem with Christianity, man, is they teach black women to live with an invisible white man, marry him, be married to him all year round, but then will not marry a damn strong black man. You understand? And that's disgusting, man. But let's keep going.
there have been times in my life when I have been just tremendously lonely. That was because I was not willing to reach out and accept the love that God had for me through other persons. I thought it had to come through a man.
See, that's some more voodoo, all right? That's more Christian voodoo, to where she claims she had to go through this journey, that she was so lonely and this and that, but she had to do that, get that breakthrough, like what they like to say in them churches. They had a breakthrough. All this old magic. You understand? When this stuff is garbage, man, and this is all lies. Because guess what? These women are still lonely, man. You understand? They are not happy with being single. Okay? They're trying to cover it. You understand? I don't know if you remember on the first part, was the woman that made the documentary and said that the women turn around and put on a mask, okay, and cover up everything that they truly feel. And this is what black women are doing. This is what our sisters are doing in that Christian church, is that they putting on a mask, you understand me? Instead of just going, you know, and taking your time, finding you a righteous man for you to marry. You know, you won't have to cover up nothing. You understand? You won't have to worry about lying to your friends when you get around them, acting like you so damn happy with being single when you're not. Okay, and guess what? All this good stuff is about to change. All this, I had to get the breakthrough from God, and God was just showing me how to do it, and the Lord prevailed, and all this stuff. All of this is about to change in just 2.2 seconds. Let's keep going.
Supposed to be lonely as a single. I'm supposed to be upset that I'm not married. I'm supposed to be yearning with a painful desire to have children at a certain age, at a certain time in my life, and if that doesn't happen, then, I feel really sorry for you. When something, you know, seems embarrassing or, you know, difficult or challenging, it's an opportunity to take a stand for Christ and say, most people are married at my age, but I really am, you know, one of the few that are happy to be single.
Okay, here it is. That's that mask, man. That's that mask, okay? She's going breaking it all down. I'm supposed to be upset and hurt and mad and angry that I don't have kids, and I'm not married, and I don't have grandchildren, and I'm this and that. But guess what? I'm happy, okay? I'm happy. Now, this sister right here, this Sister Winnie, man, she is the realest sister on this documentary. Okay, because she's about to keep it absolutely 100. All right, now let's listen to her.
I have to jump in because I'm not on the same page with being happy, being single. I'm ready to be married and have a family, and I'm frustrated. There are days where I come home and I want to cuddle with someone. I want to kiss someone. I want to hold someone. At 30, for me, I wanted to be married and be done. Married, had my kids by 30. I've dreamed. I can tell you who's going to be in my wedding. I can tell you, you know, who's going to be in my church. I can tell you what I want. You know, I have a reception plan, what kind of food's going to be served.
She's provoked me to share something that I don't think I share with people. I think because I believe there is no one for me, I have allowed ministry to take over my entire world and get lost in it because I'm getting emotional right now. But there are days I come home and I turn my key, and when I turn the key and I say, God, you know, you've given me this beautiful home, you've given me all these gifts, talent, he threw the bucket at me. But when I turn the key, I say there's nobody to share all this with. And sometimes when I come home, it's so devastating that I sit on that couch and I cry, and all of a sudden, I have this desperation again to be married desperately. I don't like being single. I want to be a wife. And I realize that I have this yearning, this desire to be married, to have children, to have a family, because I've never had it. I grew up not knowing my father. I don't even know what he looks like. And I just say, God, all my life you mean you're gonna have me without love, without family?
Okay, now, like I said, that Sister Winnie, she kept it real. She broke it down and said, look, man, I gotta cut in. I don't know about y'all, okay? But I'm ready to be married. I'm ready to have a husband. I'm ready to have children. I'm ready to have all of that. You understand? That sister kept it real. Okay, see, now reality kicked in on her, okay? And off with the mask. Okay, now here come the tears. Oh, everybody was first. It was go Jesus go. You understand? It was, oh, the Lord brought me through. And God turned around and showed me how to be single. And I'm happy with it. You see what I'm saying? But now the reality is setting in. Somebody brought reality to the table. Okay? And the sister, she said that she wanted to be married, have a bunch of children by the time she was 30. Okay? And that's really what a lot of sisters, they desire, but because of the damn magic that the Christian church teach them, they cannot even get a damn man. You understand? I hate Christianity, man. Our sisters should not sit here and have to cry and whine and, you know what I'm saying, and be lonely and all of that when they want a man. You understand? And any of you sisters out there, if you want to learn how to get away from that Christian church, number one. Okay? Get the hell up out of the Christian church. Run for the hills and run to the nearest Israelite school of universal and practical knowledge, man. And we will teach you properly. Right. You understand? Our sisters should not have to be damn lonely and damn miserable, man, their whole goddamn life. Okay, these women is 30 and 40 and in their 50s. Okay, how the hell you want to get 50 years old, 60 years old, and be goddamn lonely? That don't even make sense. You ain't happy being single. You understand? Tell that garbage to somebody else, man. You understand? You was not happy being alone. And guess what? See, all of the good times, it's over with now. Now here come the tears, man. Now everybody is breaking it on down, coming back down to earth. Okay, they was flying high in the sky in the clouds with Jesus just a minute ago. And it was God that brought me through. And he helped me sustain. He helped me this and he helped me that. Now they turn around and coming back to reality. You understand? And starting to realize, guess what? Damn. Like this other sister said. She said, damn, I got a big old house. I got all this stuff. I got money. I got this. You understand? Of course, every woman knows that she's attractive. You understand? And guess what? I don't even have none of this, nobody to share none of this with. You see what I'm saying? So stop fooling yourself, man. You don't have to spend the rest of your damn life being miserable and lonely. Okay? You can get you a man if you desire to be married. Okay? And get up out of that religion, man. I'm telling you, that's why I hate Christianity, because this stuff is destroying our people, man. Christianity is not helping save anybody. You understand? Christianity is not helping solve anybody's problem. And they got this big homosexual preacher sitting right here amongst these women, and he ain't gave them no kind of advice. He talking about some goddamn truth, but he ain't gave these women no truth that will help them fix their lonely ass situations, man. You understand why? Because guess what? Ain't no truth in that dude. There is no truth in no Christian preachers, man. You understand? He's supposed to be the one that's telling them right. And tell them, sister, no, you know what? The Bible don't say that you have to remain, lonely forever. I'm sure that those women probably have passed up several different men. You understand? All because of their religion. Okay? And if we go back to, if you can remember back to the other sister that claimed that she sleep around every now and again whenever she get the feeling. You understand? So she done encountered a bunch of men. All right? So like I said, man, this homosexual, these Christian preachers are homosexuals, man. And guess what? Homosexuals hate black women. This is why they preaching you all that filth, all that garbage, all that, stay single. You don't need to be married. He's a singles minister, okay? And he go around preaching being single for the rest of your damn life. And this is the result of them following him, man. You understand? But if you come into the I.S.U.P.K, you'll see the result of some happy women, some happy men, and some beautiful little, happy little Israelite children. You understand? You will see that when you come in here. Okay? You ain't finna see our sisters miserable and crying, want a damn man, and can't get one. There's plenty of warriors in this school, man. You understand? That will do everything for that woman that he is supposed to. Alright? And actually lives by the Bible. Ain't talking about going around teaching singles ministry. What the hell is that? And then here you are amongst a bunch of single women, and you ain't opened your mouth yet. Ain't gave them nothing to roll with. Ain't gave them no truth that you claim that you have, man. But let's keep going.
Loneliest time for me when I was single in my week was right after church.
Yes.
It was devastatingly dove into ministry, dove into being folks' friends, and all the other things that look like I'm managing this thing well. What I did not realize, and it's what I built the entire singles ministry on, the truth that I ain't the only one. Feels like it, but I'm not the only one.
I experienced.
Here you go again, man. What is this homosexual talking about? You understand? These women desire to be married, and he opened that big fat mouth of his talking about some truth, and ain't gave them women nothing. Ain't told them no damn truth. That's the voodoo, man, okay, of the Christian church. That's the damn sorcery. You understand? That's the magic, okay, that is being placed on our people in the Christian church. He didn't offer them women nothing that would fix their situation, man. You understand? That's what the whole work of the Lord is about, is fixing blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians' problems. You ain't gonna do that. What the hell do you claim to be doing? Other than giving them smooth talk, some fancy line that don't nobody even understand. Don't nobody even know what that man said. Ain't none of them women even relating to him. Why? Because he ain't touching nowhere near the subject. The subject is them being lonely and wanting a husband. And this dude gave them nothing. Alright? Now let's keep going, man. And let's hear what this sister got to say about what God told her.
Traveling all over the world, the audiences were celebrating what I was saying, and then I traveled back home, and I opened the door and there's nobody there. I said, God, I can't do this anymore. I'm too lonely. God said, Sandra, I will allow you to continue to be lonely if you can tell me that I am not enough. In that moment, the tears broke, and I just bowed in humility to know that loneliness was over, because there was no way that I could say to God, he was not enough.
Man, do you see this garbage? What in the hell do these Christians be talking about, man? She was not, the God didn't say that to her. She was talking to Satan and don't even know it, man. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. He is the one that you got all this garbage from. You understand? You turning around, desiring a man. You sitting here boo-hooing and crying your heart out, tears running down your face. And then you think that God spoke to you and said, if you tell me that I am not enough, then I will make you lonely for the rest of your life. Get the hell out of here, man. That wasn't God, man. That was Satan. That's some more of this magic, man. This voodoo. You understand? And then magically, the tears just stopped. She knew loneliness was over. Stop it, man. You understand? Cut that nonsense out. You still lonely. You understand? You ain't got no man to eat that good dinner that you cook with. You understand? You ain't got no man to turn around and sleep with you at night and cuddle and hug and touch you and all of that. That's what God made a man for. Okay? He made you for us for. You understand? I ain't never heard no man say that they married to God. If I hear that, homosexual off the flip. You understand? If I ever heard a damn man say he married to God, then off the flip, he's a homosexual. I'm not even thinking about it. You understand? That's disgusting as hell. But all these black women, like I said, you claim to be married to God when God is the one that said in the Bible that you can get a man if you want one. So what the hell are you talking about? God don't want to marry your nappy head butt. You understand? God ain't gonna sit there and tell you to go in the refrigerator and get him a bird and smack you on that booty. Your man will tell you that. You understand? Right. Your man will tell everybody, man, God, hey boy, look at her. My wife, well, he ain't gonna tell everybody about that good cooking. But you understand, your man tell you, hey baby, girl, you know you sure can cook. All that food good. You understand? God ain't sitting down and having dinner with you, having conversations with you, talking to you in the late night hours like what you lying in damn churches. I done heard that so many times in old nasty ass Christian church. God talking to you and speaking to you in the late night hour. Man, are you crazy? Get the hell out of here. And the whole time you sitting there playing with a damn dildo in the late night hour. And you talking to God. Sisters, stop it. When you could have you a man. You understand? You really could have you a man. But that's more voodoo, you understand, that is on our people, man. Okay? More magic. Alright? Christianity is the worship of Satan. Alright? Now let's keep going.
Right.
We are cursed by the cloud of a song back in the 50s. You're nobody till somebody loves you. So the culture breeds generations that feel like nobodies if they have nobody. So I'm nobody until someone loves me. Now, I take you're nobody until somebody loves you, and I put that next to, in him I live and move and have my being. And I put that next to, God loved me enough to send his son. And I put that next to, I shall love the Lord my God with all my heart, my mind, my strength, with all my being. No, I'm somebody because he loves me. And I choose to be loved by him.
You see what I'm saying about these homosexual preachers, man? Is they always got some old magic. They say, you know, They always got some old magic going on, man. You understand? And they not telling the people the truth. Okay, which is God don't love you, number one, when you're not keeping his laws. Okay, it's a sin to be in a Christian church. You understand? It is a sin to be in the Christian church. All right. So why in the hell are the preachers not teaching that? You understand? God does not love sinners. Okay, and look at how these sisters was looking, man. They all looking miserable, man. And I can't understand how the Christian preacher has thousands of these miserable black women that come to him every damn day. You understand? Every day trying to get a solution to their lonely problem. Okay? And guess what? The preacher offers them nothing every single time. Some garbage like what he just did. Okay? That does not solve their problem. Okay? And guess what? No Christian preacher, that's not his goal to solve your problem. Okay? His goal is to actually keep you in sin so that you can keep having problems, and so you can keep coming to the church and you'll keep sowing seeds into that bucket, praying and hoping that God will turn around and bless you and make everything all right. You understand? And if that ain't magic, I don't know what else is. You understand? Because it's real simple. You teach the people the truth, and guess what? They turn around and live by it. Okay? You let these sisters get a goddamn husband if they want. Don't give them no mumbo jumbo. You understand me? None of your old lying garbage. It's more fancy lying. You understand? To sit there and sway our sisters from the damn truth. Keep them hooked on you. Okay? Hooked on your damn church, your music. Okay? That's all you got them doing. Hooked on the goddamn entertainment. Our sisters want to be entertained so goddamn bad to where, guess what? They come into your church and they all over the place. You understand? Falling all over the damn floor, clothes all up off over the head. You understand? Foaming all at the mouth, shouting, we're all psychotic. You understand? Well, guess what? That's your job as a so-called man of God. That's what these preachers claim to be. You're supposed to be teaching the people what's right. And I ain't heard nothing right on this documentary yet. You understand? These ministers, these preachers, these evangelists, they ain't told the people nothing right yet. Okay? But let's keep going.
I remember going to church to the singles ministry, and the pastor he said, ladies, if you're tired of being out there dating all these men and you want to get married, then you need to stop and take yourself off the market. Yeah, all right, girl. You look good. See, dude, I was sitting in there, and that didn't feel good to me, because I walked out the aisle. I said, Pastor, when you 18, you can take yourself off the market. I'm in my 30s. Not only am I not off the market, I'm in the front aisle with a clearance sign right across my chest. Se habla español.
It's just going out. Dating is, you need to have questions that must be answered. Dating is, I must know your parents, your family, your friends, be around them, spend time with them. You're the same with mine, and we don't do those things anymore.
It means to collect data.
Yeah, collect data. Yeah, research. And that's a part of the research before you get married. We need to have hard questions answered. Yes. We are so afraid of losing this man if you found an answer to a question that you don't want to hear, so you run in and ask the question. We better ask those questions.
When I date, I'm always, are you a Christian man? Because I try to stick to dating Christian men. Because I know at least we're on the right path to being equally yoked.
I think that even to ask somebody, are you a Christian, sometimes doesn't really mean anything.
But you have to ask those questions. Like I say to you, are you a Christian? If he says no.
See, but we all have these different definitions of
Christian. But for me, are you a Christian? Do you know the Lord? Do you have a relationship with the Lord? I get deep. Because I'm talking about my soulmate here.
I remember.
Okay, this is another problem. Okay, now they're talking about so-called dating. Okay? And guess all you heard is a bunch of yap. None of these women know what the hell they talking about. You understand? And the sister talking about she get deep. This her soulmate she talking about. She got all these questions and she want answers and this and that. That's a lot of your sister's problem, man. Is you so goddamn deep to where you missed the point, you missed the mark. You understand? You actually miss you a decent brother, all because you so goddamn deep. Okay, all because you don't know what the hell you talking about. You understand? Oh, you a halfway brother, decent brother come along, you'll run them off because you so goddamn deep. Okay? And we know how deep the black woman get, right? She got her a nice job. She'll look down at you if you make less money than her. Okay? I know a woman, okay, that said she was dating a guy, and they both worked at I forgot the name of this company. Okay, but anyway, both of them made $25 an hour. Okay, and she was asking me what I felt about, you know, her dating the guy, being with the guy. You understand? A potential husband. Okay, so we was talking, and she's breaking it down, and she's saying when she got through with everything that, you know, about the man, you know, she turned around and said, but we make the same amount of money. And I said to myself, I said, okay, let me see, let me add it up real quick. Let me see that. And I'm counting real slow. I'm playing stupid. I'm counting like 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually did it. I counted to 25. Okay, that's what she make an hour. And then I counted to another 25, made 50. You understand me? That's $50 an hour that you and this man could be making, could be bringing home to y'all household. Okay, and she didn't say nothing about, you know, she wasn't attracted to him. She didn't say anything about him not having a good job. She knew he had a good job. She didn't say nothing about him having kids and all the other stuff that she had broke down about this man, the kind of car he drive, how he dressed, when he off. None of that was an issue. But then when it came down, she said, what am I supposed to do with a man that makes the same amount of money that I do? I said, man, good goddamn night. And of course, to our surprise, this woman is a Christian. Okay? Now, why in the hell, if you claiming that this man has everything that you want, everything that you need, and then the one little rabbit out of a hat that you pull is that the man make the exact same $25 that you make. It ain't a whole lot of brothers that's out here making more money than that. You understand? And matter of fact, those that are making more money than that don't even want to be with you. You understand? Even though you making $25 an hour, hell, they making 40 and 50, they don't want to be with you. You understand? They got somebody that's on their level. Okay, and that's the kind of mindset that we need to get the hell out of, man. You understand? Is that you got to have a certain financial fit a certain financial bracket in order to turn around and be with one another. You understand? These finances that we have don't mean nothing. Because black women, guess what? You can lose your job as well. You understand? And guess what? This same Christian woman that we're talking about, she ended up losing her $25 hour job. You understand? While he's still working his. Okay? So like I said, man, we need to get over this garbage that means nothing, man. Now, true enough, yes, we do need money to pay our bills and take care of it, but that has nothing to do with love. You understand? That has nothing to do with marriage. That has absolutely nothing to do with your relationship, either you sustaining it successfully or failing. You understand? Money is not the key goddamn factor, man, to you successfully having a damn relationship. Okay? It's clearly not. Alright? So like I said, man, you turn around and told this man that you couldn't be with him because he make the same amount of money that you do, and then, like I said, you lose the job. Okay? Because that could very well happen, man. You understand? And this is the voodoo, the magic, the sorcery, the Christianity. We got to get off our people's brain, man. You understand? Why the hell are we letting our sisters die in them Christian churches, man, instead of telling them the truth? Instead of telling them to get the hell up out of them nasty rat holes that they call a Christian church. Okay? And then actually learn how to live their life according to the way God set it up. You understand? And you having a husband, you can have your husband if you want one. Alright? But let's keep going. Back to the document.
Wrestling with God over a specific man in my life. I mean, literally, I had worked myself into such a frenzy over this man that the Lord just said to me, sit down. And when I sat down, he brought the scripture to me from Hebrews, and it says, "For you have need of patience, for after you have done the will of God, he that will come and will not tarry." Now I know that scripture is really in reference to Christ, but in that instant I knew that God was saying that when I fulfilled the purpose that he had created me for, then he would send that person, and he was not putting the cart before the horse, because he knows that I am an all or nothing person. And if he had given me the man first, I would be consumed by the man. For a long time for me, I refused to let go of the idea of being married, because what else was there? You know? Well, I found out what else there is. There's a whole lot of other stuff going on.
There we go. That's the problem right there. Okay, more Christian magic. It's a whole lot of stuff out there. First of all, she even knew that the scripture that she pulled in Hebrews 10:36 was talking about Christ, and you having patience and keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, and you being in this one body of Christ until he returned. That's what that was talking about. That has nothing to do with you waiting to be with a man. You understand? Or you denying yourself to be with a man, because that's what those women are doing. They are actually denying themselves to be with a man, all because they think that that's the will of God. You understand? And then turn around and said, after you served your purpose, go give me Genesis 2:18. We're going to show you in the Bible, okay, what your purpose is, what the Lord's, what purpose he created you for. You understand? And we're gonna get two scriptures on that. We're going to get two scriptures on that. Matter of fact, first go to Ecclesiastes 12:13.
Okay.
Ecclesiastes 12:13. Read it for me, y'all.
Soulmate.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Doc. You said Salaki? Okay, no sweat. I'll go ahead and read the scripture.
Now what time? Ecclesiastes.
No.
12, verse 13.
Ecclesiastes 12:13. Ecclesiastes. You got it out? Okay, go ahead, read that.
Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God.
Keep
and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
Okay, let's sum all of this up. Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. You understand? We are supposed to fear God, man. You understand? Fear him. When you in the Christian church, Christianity takes away the fear of him, that you don't have to keep God's laws. You understand? You fear your pastor more, and you want to make sure that your pastor know that you paid your tithes, rather than the Most High knowing you keeping his law. You understand? That's the whole duty of man. All right? It's for all of us, all of his chosen people. That's our whole duty, man. That's our purpose in life, is to be keeping God's law, statutes, and commandments, number one. Okay? Now give me Genesis 2:18. Okay? And let's go with the role of the woman, her purpose, and what she was created for. Okay? Go ahead and read that out.
Okay. Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him and help me for him.
Okay, stop right there. The Lord said man should not be alone, man. You understand? So he gonna turn around, he made a help me. Okay? He made the woman to serve the man. That's what your role is, man. It's for you to serve your man, to be behind your, beside your man, support your man, all of that. Okay? Not to serve yourself. Okay, and that's what these people in the Christian church, these black women are doing in the church, is, like she said, it's a whole lot of stuff out here to get into. You understand? And that's our sisters' problem, man, is that they want that whole lot of stuff rather than having them a good, strong, solid black, Hispanic, or Native Indian man by their side and as their head and as their ruler and being in charge over them. They would rather have all of that, a lot of stuff, you understand, rather than them actually serving a man like what the Lord created you for. You understand? And it is a whole lot of other stuff for you to get into, like whoredom. You understand? A lot of our sisters have become whores, you understand me, following Christianity. One of the sisters on this documentary that claimed to be such a good, God-fearing Christian woman claims that from time to time, whenever she gets the itch, she scratches it. You see what I'm saying? And you ain't supposed to do that. You understand? You're supposed to have you one man your whole life. Okay? But these black Christian women, they're doing what they want to do. You understand? It's a lot of stuff, or it's a lot of malls I can go be buying everything out the goddamn store. Sisters got more shoes than they got in the goddamn shoe store. More clothes in their closet than they got in the goddamn rack at Walmart. You understand? That's ridiculous, man. The black woman get all the jobs, all the education, and then turn around and throw her man in the garbage, all because he is so-called uneducated. He's less educated than her. You see what I'm saying? He makes less money, and in that one sister's case, he made the same amount of money, and that wasn't even good enough for the black woman. Now, come on, man. Now, how disgusting is that? How horrible is that? You understand? You and this man, y'all is neck and neck with finance, but he's supposed to make more than you in order for you to be with him. That's ridiculous, man. You understand? Well, guess what? That probably could have been a decent brother, you know what I'm saying? From what I heard about him, he was. You know what I mean? I ain't know the man personally. You understand? But he sounded like a fairly decent brother. Okay? But she denied being with him, and then turned around and married a crackhead. Okay? That's Christianity for you, man. She denied the brother all because of his finances, but then when she did get married, the man was a stone crackhead. Okay? If that ain't magic, if that ain't Christian voodoo, that's what you get for following Satan, man. That's what you get for worshiping Satan instead of worshiping the Lord, man. You understand? This is what you get for following the white man and his garbage religion, which is Christianity. You understand? This is what you ended up with. But let's keep going.
I had a boyfriend for 6 years, so I thought I was getting married, and it didn't work out.
I want to say to women, don't get tangled up in these relationships for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 7 years, and he doesn't know what's going on. No, A man knows within about 2-3 months whether or not you are suitable marriage material. Because the one thing that we as women cannot waste is time.
Okay, here we go. Okay, it's all about the woman again. The woman, the man know within 2-3 months if he wants you or not. You understand? If you turn around and slept with each other within 2 or 3 days, guess what? Y'all is married. You understand? And that's just that. Ain't no take-backs. Ain't no do-overs. You understand? You had sex with that man in 2-3 days, whatever the hell it was, 2-3 weeks, months, whatever. That's your goddamn man. And now you gotta stay with him for the rest of your life. And black man, that's your woman. You see what I'm saying? And you gotta keep her. As long as she don't cheat on you, that's still your woman. Okay? And this is the problem, man, with Christianity, is that it's all about the woman, man. Everything is about the woman. Okay? The woman, she can't waste time. We can't afford to do this. The woman can't afford. Look at how many women have wasted a man's time. Okay? Do the woman ever take that into consideration? Okay? When she's talking about getting her time wasted, look at how much time she be wasting of a damn man. Okay? In the beginning, you heard about how sweet she is, how loving she is, how kind, how God-fearing, how down to earth, how, oh my God, I know how to keep a man, all of this and all of that fronting that these sisters be doing, but then as soon as they feel like they got you, what they like to say, wrapped around their pinky finger, and that's when the monster come out. You understand? Now, how many times have you wasted a damn man's time, okay, and turn around and had 2 and 3 and 4 kids by him, and then you find out that he got another woman, then you put the man out there and put him on child support. You understand? You wasted his goddamn time. What about that? Do women ever take that into consideration? Like, have you ever thought to let me not waste somebody else's time? I know I'm not marriage material, so I'm going to just be the hell by myself. Do that. You understand? Stay single if you're not going to do what you're supposed to do for a man. You understand? Do that, sisters. Okay, but if not, if you're ready to make that change, and you come into the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, man, you become a brand new woman and you change your damn life. All right? You actually become someone brand new, something that a man would he cannot live without. Okay? Something that a man would turn around and want to see you as much as he can. Every goddamn day. Man be thinking about you when he at work. Y'all texting back and forth on lunch breaks and all of that. Learn to be something sweet, man. Okay? It ain't all about you. You understand? You got to bring something to the table also. And guess what? It got to be more than a big button to smile. You understand? To get with these men in I.S.U.P.K. All right? You got to come with more than that.